annex have been approved by both the county and the Georgia Department of Transportation. We should be able to go to bid within the next 10 days to 2 weeks. Equipment has been moved onto 9 Water Street location. Construction should start soon. Mark Campbell is preparing the notice to proceed for signing by all parties. That notice was signed earlier this week, probably 30 minutes or so after I typed this, giving them the notice to proceed. They have so much equipment down there on that lot that one of them has to stop for the other one to go by. They have made remarkable progress since Monday morning. All things equal, without rain, tomorrow they will pour the footing, and then shortly thereafter they'll be able to put in the slab for the building. They also have removed some 15 inches of soil on one side of the lot. That will be filled with gravel and then paved over to provide for the pervious surface paving that we're putting in. I always wondered about why they called it pervious surface. You put in basically a gravel bed, and then you do the paving, and there's a special machine that they use then to punch holes in the pavement, so rather than run down and create flooding, the water penetrates the holes in the paving and goes into the 15 inches of gravel and is later dissipated into the soil. So it's a very expensive way to pave a parking lot, but it also prevents almost any stormwater runoff. You absorb everything right on the surface, and that whole lot will be done that way with the exception of the driveway where we drive in and out. We're still held up on the School Street portion of Streetscape 2 by the Atlanta Gas Light Company as they seek contractors to move the gas line as mandated by the Georgia Department of Transportation. I've been led to believe that we could be waiting as long as another month. Last week, the contractor took steps to make the area safer and more accessible to business along the street and for visitors to those businesses. Gary Crider has been selected as a contractor for Watkinsville Woods at a cost of some $16 per hour, working approximately 20 hours per week. I offer these facts for your information and any questions that you might have. Mr. Crider will not be a city employee. He will be a 1099 contractor, meaning that he would be responsible for his own insurance, his own taxes, FICA, etc. When work starts on Sewer Line B, I would like to start acquiring rights of way for Sewer Line A so that we will be ready to start seeking drawings and bids for the construction of that line running from the Barnett Shoals Road down to the area of Boxer Works and across Georgia Highway 15 to connect to the Colon Ferry trunk line. This line will cover most of the east or the back portion of the industrial park. One other thing, this is not in Mayor's notes. For some weeks now, we've been talking about crosswalk signals for downtown Watkinsville. Well, I have good news. We have all the permits in hand to put them up. We have our final quote from TAPCO, the vendor that is going to furnish the controls, the lights, etc. We had told you some weeks ago that the approximate cost of the project was going to be $22,000. This one right here that I'm holding in my hand, which is the official quote, is $18,000 or some $4,000 less than we had thought it would be. So that's $4,000 of the city funds that we can use for some other effort. Okay, that brings us to citizens' comments. If there's